New tonight, Texas is pushing forward with its own clinical trials into a psychedelic drug called ibogaine. Now, last year, state lawmakers approved $50 million to research this drug, but state officials could not find a company to partner with and help develop it into a drug that can get FDA approval. KVUE's Daniel Perot has more on the state's new research program and how it is getting a federal boost.
Texas leaders taking another step towards advancing the state's own research program into a psychedelic drug called ibogaine. The plant-based psychedelic drug has shown promise in treating post-traumatic stress disorder, addiction, traumatic brain injuries, and more.
It's one of these psychedelics that does, at least at this point in the forms that we have it, require some sort of monitoring while an individual is on it.
It's something the FDA hasn't been a fan of, including when health officials declined to approve MDMA or ecstasy to treat PTSD in 2024.
They were not comfortable with approving a therapy. They approved drugs.
Last year, state lawmakers passed legislation to invest $50 million in researching ibogaine, but after drug companies could not meet the state's requirements, state leaders are partnering with state medical researchers to create their own ibogaine research program.
I think there are a lot of hurdles, like I said, regardless of whether or not there's a private investor.
In a letter Monday, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and House Speaker Dustin Burrows said they plan to partner with researchers at the University of Texas Medical Branch at Galveston and UT Health Houston to study the effects of ibogaine on patients. The universities will spend their own funds, but state leaders say they're committed to reimbursing them.
We are talking about several $1 million to get through that phase 1 process.
In April, President Donald Trump announced an executive order to support research into psychedelic drugs like ibogaine as a way to treat serious mental health illness. Texas plans to apply to get a slice of the $50 million in federal funding.
These experimental treatments have shown life-changing potential for those suffering from severe mental illness and depression, including our cherished veterans.
Whether they get federal money or not, Burrows and Patrick say the state research program is happening.
I think that the state is well positioned to take advantage of the money that the federal government is putting forth.
Since they're moving forward without a drug company, lawmakers may need to make some changes to the framework of the law to allow them to use the $50 million.
I don't expect that to be a significant hurdle just because seems to be an area where there's a lot of consensus.
State leaders pushing to determine whether ibogaine is a safe and effective treatment, hoping it can open the door to healing for a variety of issues. Texas is taking a traditional medical route here, trying to get FDA approval for a drug that is a bit different from what we've seen in some other states. Colorado and Oregon, for example, have established psychedelic assisted therapy clinics. Those are not FDA approved. As of now, Texas is not looking to bring those to the Lone Star State. In the studio, Daniel Perot, KVUE News.